Neil, congratulations on your first round win here. Another very impressive performance.
Yeah, it's good. It feels like I've got a bit of momentum building now since the Masters, which was good, and some good performances in Germany. And last week in the Championship League was great to play. A lot of other top players. So the match practice was probably the most needed thing in my game. Really, you just need to kind of play matches, and with that sort of some confidence builds, and you sort a few things out, and so I feel great about my game.
Is this how you kind of saw things when you came back from that break, that you would gradually be able to build that momentum, not just the results but the performances as well?
Yeah, I think it's the performances, like scoring very heavily, the long putting's great, everything's really good rhythm around the table. So yeah, the game's like back, if you want to kind of say that, but I'm also looking to keep building on this and improving it as well, So I think that Jackson missed a couple of balls today, but I think I put him under a lot of pressure as well, because I looked like kind of clearing the table every time I got a chance, which that was really pleasing.
And I know it's not just the snooker and the practice, but you've been working hard off the table on your diet, your fitness, that kind of thing. What have you been doing on that side?
Yeah, I just had to sort the diet out, really. I think probably the season I had 18 months ago. Coming up to 2 years ago, I just sort of like maybe got a bit complacent, lazy a bit, and sort of, I think we had like 4 or 5 months off where, it was a long time, and I just never really felt right, physically, even though I was still playing perfectly fine, but I never felt completely comfortable the way I am now. Like I like to maintain like a slim build where you feel good with the waistcoat on. Probably this season especially, I've noticed that like there's just been a bit of pressure around the waistcoat, and I don't really want to go to a tailor and get it made bigger. I want to force myself to drop back down the weight. It's not like I needed to lose 2 stone or even a stone. It's just like a couple of kilos, but it makes a massive difference, around the table. And and that's what I've done, and I feel really good, And like I say, just there were probably 5 or 6 boxes that I had to tick to get back to my best, and I've managed to do that. So now it's about building momentum, getting results. I may have more tournaments to play in, I may not have many. But that's not really important. The important thing is that my game's back to where I feel as though I'm ready to win sort of big tournaments again.
And on the diet, were there certain foods which you decided to cut out?
Processed sugar, sort of white bread, all that sort of stuff. Just snacking in general. It's a dangerous trap to fall behind, especially when we travel a lot as well. So you got to maintain the discipline. Just looking to kind of make sure I'm doing everything I possibly can. I think this season I've maybe felt sorry for myself a bit by saying, God, my opponent played so well there. Oh, geez, I played so well there. But had I been doing everything to make sure I could play my best, and maybe I wasn't. So I'm doing everything now to make sure I can try and play my best. Every match, and the signs are looking good.
And I know you've said you don't particularly want to be thinking about rankings and what you have to do, particularly to make sure you're in the top 16 for the Crucible. Is it really just a question of taking one match at a time and just trying to keep playing well?
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all I've ever done. I think, sometimes I've won big events which have fixed my ranking, or, there's not too mumuch reading into it. There are players who are in a lot worse position than me on the tour, who are struggling for survival. So, the results will come when it will happen, who knows? But I'm feeling very optimistic about that.
Well done today, Neil.
Thank you.